Saturday afternoon, everyone. It is September 23rd. Happy first day of fall, and we have severe weather to talk about. Plus, we're going to look at the tropics and some key things to look for possible development in the Gulf in the next 10 to 14 days, or probably the 10 to 16 day time frame as well. But we've got a new watch that just came out for parts of Oklahoma for some tornadoes possible with some humongous hail is also likely this evening, along with some flash flooding as well. So let's get right into it. But first, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, it is free. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up to like this comment, and then share or like this post video. And then you can share this with your friends and family to get the word out for this severe weather that's going to happen, possibly significant severe weather happening late this afternoon into tonight. Alrighty, this is severe weather outlook for Saturday afternoon into tonight. This video was taken right around right before 5 o'clock. Like I said, we have a new watch out for parts of eastern Oklahoma we're going to look into here in just a second. But there's enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of eastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, western Missouri, and extreme northwestern Arkansas, like I said, for Saturday afternoon in through tonight. Large to very large hail, wind damage, and a few tornadoes remain possible late today and tonight across parts of the upper Midwest, lower Missouri Valley to the southern plains. And like I said, a tornado or two may also occur as well. Let's take a look at the risk real quick. We have a slight risk basically from southern Minnesota, eastern parts of South Dakota, all the way through central Iowa, including Des Moines, then down towards Springfield, Missouri, northwestern Arkansas, all the way down to Fort Smith, down through most of eastern Oklahoma, all the way to Oklahoma City and then Topeka. And then we have an enhanced risk for northeastern parts of Oklahoma, southeastern parts of Kansas, and west central and western parts of Missouri, including the Kansas City area and Joplin, all the way down to Tulsa as well. So let's take a look at the significant hail risk that's possible for today and tonight. All right, here is a significant or severe hail outlook, and we have that hatched area, which means significant hail greater or equal to 2 inches in diameter or larger. So we're probably talking golf balls to possibly baseball size hail across possibly all the way through western parts of Missouri, eastern Kansas, all the way through northeastern Oklahoma, down here towards Oklahoma City, central Oklahoma as well. So this is the big target zone for very large hail for, like I said, this afternoon into tonight. All right, we do have a wind risk, of course. Straight line winds, probably in excess of 60, 70 miles an hour is possible, especially in this red area. That's basically where the enhanced area is from west central Missouri all the way down to southeastern parts of Kansas and then northeastern parts of Oklahoma. All right, the tornado outlook for today into tonight, basically from southern parts of Minnesota through central Iowa, western parts of Missouri, eastern Kansas, and far northeast parts of northeastern Oklahoma. 5 to 9% chance of seeing a possibility of a tornado within 25 miles of any given point within that brown area. And then green is a 2 or 4% chance of seeing a tornado within 25 miles of any given point in that green area as well. Alrighty, as we go into Sunday, this severe risk will drop into parts of Texas, including Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, up to Paris, Ardmore, Oklahoma, southwestern parts of Arkansas as well, all on a slight risk. Large hail, damaging straight line winds, and isolated chance of a tornado out there as well. And the green is a marginal risk all the way from central Arkansas, Little Rock to Conway, Pine Bluff, all the way to Shreveport, down to Austin, Texas, over to Midland, up towards Norman, Lawton, Oklahoma. So just keep weather aware, stay weather aware for the next couple of days, especially across the southern plains into Texas and parts of Arkansas and then Missouri for this afternoon into Saturday night. All right, here's the latest hazard map. Like I said, this is recorded around 5 o'clock Central Time on September 23rd, Saturday. So Tropical Storm Ophelia is making landfall out here towards Virginia. Lots of coastal flooding and winds in excess 50, 60 plus miles an hour, up to 70 has been reported, especially across parts of the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And then we have flood watches out there as well. So very heavy rain out that way, flooding rain, coastal flooding, winds, the whole 9 yards that goes with tropical systems. Okay. So severe thunderstorm watch up here in Iowa, severe thunderstorm watch up here towards Kansas City area and just west of Kansas City into parts of Missouri. Now we do have a flood watch out for eastern parts of Oklahoma up towards northwestern Arkansas and southwestern Missouri for this afternoon and tonight, with possibility of some training thunderstorms across the area and the possibility of some 2 to 3 inch rain amounts in some of those isolated locations where the training of these thunderstorms actually occurs. So here is that new severe thunderstorm watch across parts of central to eastern Oklahoma as well. And across the area, it is very unstable today. It's very hot, upper 80s to around 90 degrees, or maybe even into the 90s across parts of the area here, with the Gulf wide open here. Moisture is streaming back into the region, and severe weather, like I said, is going to happen across parts of these areas this afternoon into tonight. Now, let's take a look at that latest watch that just came out about 20 minutes ago across eastern Oklahoma. All right, so here is the latest severe thunderstorm watch. This goes until 11 o'clock tonight, Saturday, of course, September 23rd. So Oklahoma City, Norman, over towards Tulsa, basically along the I-44 corridor, all the way up towards uh, Grove, Oklahoma, Ponca City, Bartlesville. So all under severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock tonight. Couple tornadoes is possible. Scattered hail up to tennis ball size is likely, and then scattered gusts up to 70 miles per hour is possible. Almost 3 million people are going to be affected under this severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 11 o'clock tonight. All right, let's take a look at the HRRR, the latest future radar here. So this is 6 o'clock tonight. You can see the timestamp up here just below where HRRR is. So 6 o'clock tonight. This is Central Time. Okay, we have storms ongoing up here towards Iowa, down here towards just south of Kansas City here. And then as we go towards 7 o'clock, you see the storms are starting to develop out here towards southeastern parts of Kansas into northeastern parts of Oklahoma. And then as we go towards 8, 9 o'clock tonight, they really start blowing up across southeastern Kansas into west central Missouri, into northeastern parts of Oklahoma, including right around the Tulsa area and just north of Joplin and northwest of Springfield, Missouri, at about 9 o'clock tonight. Like I said, this is some of these storms will be training over the same areas as we go throughout this tonight. Like I said, 2 to 3 inch amounts, localized heavier amounts is possible, especially as these storms keep training over some of the same areas tonight. Okay, so this is 10 o'clock tonight. Here's 11. This is midnight. Big time storm starting to work into northwestern parts of Arkansas by 11 o'clock to midnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. Storm still ongoing across east central Oklahoma. Lots of heavy rain up here in Missouri, southern Missouri as well. And these storms continue to go into 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Lots of heavy rain across parts of Arkansas. And some of these storms are still look like maybe could be severe as we go to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, especially across southeastern parts of Oklahoma and eastern Oklahoma, that is. And then heading into parts of southwestern Arkansas towards daybreak, and then heading towards Shreveport as we get towards 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Now, I had to go back to the 18Z HRRR, so it shows 48 hours out, up to 48 hours out. So as we get towards 11 o'clock tomorrow, there's still going to be storms across northeastern parts of Texas into northern parts of Louisiana. And then we're going to have a brief break before more storms start developing as we go to Sunday night. This is 8 o'clock Sunday evening, September 24th. See storms ongoing basically across southern Oklahoma into parts of southwestern Arkansas, and then just north of the Dallas metro in Texas here. And then we have a big line of storms that's going to plow through northeastern parts of Texas as we go into late Sunday night into Monday morning, and then crossing in through parts of northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, early Monday morning as well. We're talking Shreveport over to possibly Monroe, Louisiana. And then this is really going to just start rocketing all the way down towards the Gulf Coast by 7 o'clock Monday morning. Alrighty, so these are 48-hour rainfall totals across the area. We get into some of these dark reds and then even the lighter reds here. We're talking 2 to 4, maybe upwards of locally 4 to 5 inches of rain, especially, like I said, with some of those training thunderstorms that could be possible across far southwestern Missouri into northwestern Arkansas, and then bleeding into eastern Oklahoma, far western Arkansas, and then we're going to get a couple inches of rain as well, even down into northeastern parts of Texas that desperately need some rain, and across northern parts of Louisiana as well. 1 to 2 inches of rain is possible there over the next 2 days. And then here is your next 7 days of rainfall. We're going to have a storm system coming out into the far northwestern parts of the United States. Lots of rain up here. We're going to have some mountain snows as well out in the Pacific Northwest. And then there's that rain over the next few days in parts of Arkansas, southern Missouri, over towards Oklahoma and Texas. And then we're going to have to watch the Gulf of Mexico for some tropical development over the next 7 to 14 days, because I'm going to show you the reason why here in just a second. But this is going to be something to watch. This is week 2, basically. So basically 7 to 14 days from now, we need to watch the Gulf for some sort of development, the way the pattern is going to be in week 2. So hopefully you all can see this pretty well. You can see Alaska's up here. It's the North Pole basically up here, the Arctic regions. You get towards the United States, there's Florida down here. Big high pressure could be setting up out here towards eastern parts of Canada, basically over the Hudson Bay or just east of there. And then a little troughiness out west here, but that could set the stage for fronts to come out the northwest and basically dive to the Gulf Coast and kind of stall out. So we could have some homegrown tropical development, especially across the Gulf. With this type of pattern, with, like I said, high pressure over here just east of Hudson Bay in Canada, a little troughiness out west, and then, like I said, fronts maybe getting all the way down towards the Gulf Coast, kind of stalling out, and could have some tropical development. This is probably 7 to 14 days from now. Something we need to watch closely across the Gulf and just off the southeastern coast of the southeastern United States. Sorry about that. All right, here's what's going on in the tropics. Quick tropical update here. Here's Ophelia that's on shore now. Sustained winds of 40 miles an hour, so barely a tropical storm now. It should get downgraded anytime. And then we have a tropical storm down here, Felipe. Is that it's going to basically keep moving northwest, and then track north. That's supposed to stay out to sea, so there's nothing to worry about there. Then we have another disturbance coming out into parts of the southern parts of Atlantic here, Central Atlantic. Sorry, 20% chance of cyclone development in the next 7 days across this area. So something to keep an eye on. Then past that, we need to watch the Gulf and across the southeast coast here for some homegrown tropical development. Okay, just a quick recap here. Whoops, I clicked on Oregon next. Here we go. All right, so this recap: severe weather for this evening into tonight for Saturday across Kansas, southeastern parts of Kansas, western Missouri, into northeastern Oklahoma. That's the big target area, enhanced risk of some big hail, possibly up to tennis ball size across that area. Winds up to 70 miles an hour as possible. Slight risk all the way down through central to eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, through western half of Missouri, up towards Iowa into southeastern Minnesota. And then as we head towards tomorrow, the severe risk continues across southern Oklahoma into southwestern Arkansas and into northern and northeastern parts of Texas. So stay weather aware over the next few days. Like I said, big time hail up to tennis balls. Could be some wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles an hour. And a tornado or two is possible tonight and then as well as tomorrow. All right, stay safe out there. Hopefully, we will have the winter outlook available for public. Hopefully, in the next week or so. So that's something to look forward to there. Subscribers or supporters on Facebook have been seeing that. We issued that to them in mid-August, so they know all about it. But we're going to have a little bit of an update for everyone here in the next week or two on that. Okay, so something to look forward to there as we head into fall and into winter. Like I said, today is the first day of winter, and doesn't feel like that across most of the area here, with temperatures of the 80s and 90s, and with some pretty decent humidity levels across the area as well. So, like I said, stay weather aware, stay safe out there, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening.